recognized by you, and are you coming to me? Let it be so for now, for it is proper to answer all righteousness. In the name of God, amen. A sermon in several stanzas, which I hope will connect. But a first note, how gentle Jesus is with honestly perplexed people, isn't he? His character was long foretold. And now here he is, standing right here next to us in the river. So don't fear. Have no fear. You don't have it all figured out. God understands you better than anyone else will ever understand you. He knows what you're struggling with. And he does not play gotcha. It says he will not break a reed. He will not break a reed that has already suffered bruising. And if a wick is already burning low, he will make no move to douse it. Your wick might burn low. And even for experienced Christians, their wick sometimes burns mighty low. But the lesson continues, and it says, he himself will not grow faint or be crushed until he himself has established his teaching. The very coastlands are waiting for that teaching. Now, it's physically a long way from Jerusalem to California, including one huge ocean's breadth, no matter which direction you choose. But of course, physical distances mean nothing to God's Spirit. So you and I are gathered under this roof this morning, in this little country church. 2,000 years ago, this morning's gathering all began in Caesarea with Peter, who had made the long walking journey, walking he must have done, very likely, from Jerusalem, which a Canadian broadcaster might say is 120 kilometers distance, about 90 miles walk. He dreamed there, he dreamed at Caesarea an incredible dream. That is to say, a vision that at first Peter did not credit. The vision details are a sermon for another day. But suffice for now to say that Peter came downstairs and went out and opened his mouth in front of a group of foreigners. And he said directly to them, you want the truth? I now understand that God shows no partiality. In the King James Version, this is our God is no respecter of persons. God shows no partiality, but in every nation, anyone who fears him and does what is right is acceptable to him. And Peter added that after Jesus' own baptism, quote, Jesus went about doing good, unquote. Now here's a sentence you may know. It is required of every man that the Spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. Ancient language about baptism goes this way. In my childhood, this was the answer you gave. In my baptism, I became a child of God, a member of Christ, and an inheritor of the kingdom of heaven. What is the kingdom of heaven? Which is the kingdom of life eternal. What is that like? I find it's not so complicated. It's not some far-off place in time that we do not know. No. The kingdom is wherever you are going today and tomorrow, and it is for the people of Good Shepherd and their friends, and it is for right now. Christians and other godly people value mercy, benevolence, goodwill, a certain level of thinkingness we value, and concern for other people's welfare. I look out and what do I see in this Epiphany season? I see faces that are concerned enough to be coming here, to be with others of serious world purpose, and other serious Christians, and I see people who are capable of doing all of these things. One, we can come to worship and hear, and then go out and read and contemplate the Holy Scripture, the whole story of God's God's loving purpose for us and for the whole world. From the time of our first rebellions against him until the glorious redemption brought about for us by his holy child, Jesus, whose feast we have just celebrated. 2, we can pray for the needs of the whole world. Pray for island nations rocked by earthquake, for countries on every continent being devastated by flood and by fire. We can pray and take our proper share in civic life. We can vote in the coming year for peace and justice on the earth, especially in these troubled opening weeks of the new year and the new decade, already shaken to its core by acts of war and rumors of war. For the unity and mission of the church, we can pray, the church for which Christ died, and especially for all churches and other bodies of godly people that worship in our country and all over this region. 3, because he particularly loves them. This is common prayer language. Not making this up. Because he particularly loves them, let us remember in his name the poor and those who have no helper. Let us support with our prayer and resources those who are serving Christ by assisting the cold and the hungry and the oppressed, by caring about all the incarcerated, by remembering and caring for those whose lives have been shattered by illness, by crime. We do this by visiting the sick and those who are in mourning and those who are deeply grieved. Yes, it is required of every man that the Spirit within him walk among his fellow men and travel far and wide. But never fear. That sounds very tiring. Let's go walking. This season we're in today. One need not be filled with animal energy and need not even be physically mobile to have the Spirit that travels far and wide. There are people in this diocese, there are people in this parish who either intermittently or permanently cannot stir out of their houses. Some cannot stir even out of their beds, and yet they are keeping their spirit firmly focused on the affairs of the church and the world. Some who are without the internet, imagine, they're without the internet, who are leading productive lives without it, but who read newspapers every day and who write concerned letters, and they write loving letters, and they always return your messages, and they stay in touch and lift you up and me up with their prayers and their encouraging words every day. They probably tell you they do it to keep their own minds alive, to keep their own spirit moving on and out. Now you need not stop and look behind you, but walking the sidewalks or whether you're in a sick bed, I see that in following Jesus, you are also leading others. A final thought. I will end it in a prayer. Most of you remember the date of your birthday. All of you had better remember your wedding anniversary. The ordained never forget the date that the church laid that stole on us. But those of you who have been baptized, how many of you remember the date of your baptism? I have to admit, I would have to run and look mine up. My baptism certificate is far smaller. I keep it in my strong box at home. My baptism certificate is far smaller than my ordination certificate, which is framed this big, with glass in the front and hanging up in a prominent place. I am aware of only one parish where they publicly bless baptism anniversaries at the same time they bless wedding anniversaries. In baptism, though, that was the day we were publicly marked as what we are, children of God, members of Christ, inheritors of the kingdom. For all of those who will mark, but not remember the date of, for all of those who will mark their own baptism alongside the baptism of Jesus all over the Christian world today, let its remembrance, let us pray that its remembrance will bring a new light to their lives and might incline the hearts of the many to consider Christ's claim on them. Lord, in your mercy, mercy